my zone. She do white like Home Alone. Always smell like down.
It's freezing in here. My hands are numb. Feel it.
Well, I know.
It's literally like icicles. What's going on, YouTube? Okay, so today, yeah, I guess we need to get serious now. Straight face. Here with my boy Nate, the big baker boy as well. So I'm probably gonna be the weakest one today. Pretty basic. We're just gonna take you guys through a chest day. We'll talk a little bit about why we're doing what we're doing in between sets. But in general, just enjoy the good vibes today. The sun is out, but it's still freezing in here, so we're gonna take a little bit of time warming up before we get going. And it's my birthday. It's a birthday chest pump.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks boys, appreciate it. So 29 today.
29.
29. Yeah, I feel old.
So you're one behind.
It's one of those ones where it's like everybody's like, oh, you're 29, you're still young, but it's like I've heard that 10 times now.
Trust me.
Yeah, so I'm not young anymore.
I was like, oh shit, I was 29. And then with COVID, when me doing that 2020 show, I was 28. And I'm fucking 30.
Yeah, so I'm not hearing that anymore. Somebody says, oh, you're still young. It's like, no, I've heard that too many times already. So, but in general, chest focus push day. So we're gonna start with some dumbbell press. We're gonna work in some incline Smith. We're gonna work some sort of converging plate loaded machine that we have here as well. Either the flat or the decline press probably. Some chest flies, a little bit of delts in there, a little bit of triceps if we got time. I know you have to run out at 1, right? So yeah, we're gonna get it done.
Back.
Oh my God, I'm cracking.
I did the 160s last week.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna fucking go right now.
Yeah, let's see the time. I like going heavy in the incline.
Yeah, well that's what I did, low incline.
So you're working up to 160s, eh?
What?
You're working up to 160s?
Whoa.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's because I'm cold. I'm still numb. We'll just work up to one top set and then do it. Nice. For sure. It's my birthday. I'm just gonna get dummied by these boys. I don't have any.
What?
I don't have any. Do you have any?
No.
Where's Dylan when you need him?
This guy have it?
Are you trying to get the friction going there or something?
Yeah, there's no friction here. You just gotta, the gains will hold it for you.
Fucking whatever, 450 pounds.
When the weight you're doing at 17 is heavy at 30. One day I'll get that set right.
It's come back so quick.
I know. I do everything quick.
Oh boy.
Lay a set right. That's how you do it. Almost fell off the bench.
You kick one back. You kick her back, then you hang out here, and then you come back, then you have 100 pounds swinging back.
It's not like a complicated thing. I've done it for 18 years. I just don't know why it's recently fucking me up.
It makes sense for shoulder press. You come back, have one, and then come back to the other.
It's the dumbest thing I've
You don't have to fall back as far.
It's like a NASCAR driver having problems with parallel parking. Yeah. Except for I'm not a pro, but.
Okay, so big kind of cues that we want to use when it comes to flat dumbbell press. I like to use this as my 1A, like my main movement for that chest focus push day. For one, we have a little arch in that lower back. 2, we want to keep the elbows stacked behind the dumbbells, and we're going to be slightly tucked. I tend to tuck a bit more, the more flat of an angle that I press off of. The higher up to an incline I go, the more naturally I'm going to flare out a little bit. So we're a little bit more tucked here around that 45 to probably 60 degree adduction angle. And then, yeah, from there, just a little arch to that lower back. I try to use the cue of driving my back into the bench. We don't focus too much on holding that squeeze at the top. I just want to keep good constant tension the whole way through and be stable and strong through the whole movement. So nothing too crazy. I don't know what we're gonna work up to today. Maybe 130s or 140s. We'll see. We did 160s that one day, but that took me a while to recover from, and those reps were shaky as fuck. It's almost like I'm kind of at the point right now where I would just rather get more out of doing a lighter weight better and safer for like 8 reps rather than trying to hammer like the 160s for like 5 shitty reps, you know? Yeah. So if I can work that 8 into a 10, then I feel like I can start moving up from there. But we have a big jump in the gaps with the dumbbells here. It goes from 140 right to 160. So it's a little intimidating. It's like a quick 40-pound jump, actually even more because the handle with these big old school dumbbells here is a little bit longer. So it doesn't actually count how long the handle is, how much the handle weighs, and then also the nut on it. So it's important to keep that in mind if you're doing metal weights versus good life weights or rubber weights. These ones are always gonna be heavier. They're a little shakier too.
I can push more there.
That was a little better.
That was better. That's
better.
I
should have went heavier.
You're in the wheelhouse.
Jesus.
Perfect.
This isn't even a fucking working set.
That's a joke. Just a joke, Nate. Come on. I take it back. I'm gonna do it.
140?
Yeah.
140?
Yeah. I did last.
What, 8?
Probably.
Fuck, I guess I will too then.
Yeah.
You should do 130s.
Yeah, that was stupid.
We'll go one more. We'll all go one more. Let's just do one less warm up there, and we'll just try and crank out like a couple working. Let's do 2 working over there.
Yeah.
And then third set, we'll do maybe a reduction, but then we'll drop. Like we'll do reps to get the total.
Yeah. You guys just want to bench press cars in the parking lot?
Cars in the parking lot?
Cars?
Oh man, I was getting ripped for the cars.
Oh, garage. I'm gonna get comments being like, these fucking Maritimers. What are they even saying? Alright,
you think you can get those on?
I know I kind of have before. I'm gonna need some help.
Yeah.
I gotta remember where this goes. Right here, right? SPD goes
yeah.
on the elbow.
What's the problem there?
I was hoping you're gonna need to help more actually. That went on too easily. Fuck.
Well, I just know what I'm doing.
I'm just getting small.
You think it's the first time I put a condom on?
Yeah.
There.
Perfect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
Like a mech, you know?
power lifter.
That's the word. Power Ranger. Huh? Gronk? Gronk. Yeah. The fucking bionic arm.
Alright. This bench is fucking great.
It's so nice. It's my favorite bench in the whole gym. Okay.
Oh, I'll get you to take a fucking video. That's what I'll get you to do, take a video. Yeah.
Alright.
Yep. You got him? Let's go. Yep. Good. Drive. There. Nice. Good. Nice. Come on, breathe. Let's go. Press. Up, 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 up. Good. Okay, let's go. One. Let's go. Drive it up.
Come on. Come on.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Fuck that. I don't want to pick those up.
Last one. I wasn't gonna go for it. I was like, you're like, come on. Like, all right. I guess I just dropped down way faster than I should have.
Did 120s, but like getting the CNS and like firing reps at those 140s, that's gonna compound. That's what you need to do. You spend a lot of time doing a lot of fucking good reps with better rate, but you need to get that fucking power in and drive. Because 10 weeks from now, when you're back into another push for like prep, you're gonna want to have that fucking building up your CNS.
Exactly. You want to be adapted to that, right?
You'll probably be able to do that for fucking 12.
Yeah.
Easy.
2. Come on. Yep. Good. Let's go. Finish. Good. Come on. 1. Yep. Yep, come on, come on, come on. There you go, 1, come on. Yep, yep, let it go. Woo! I said 1 like 3 reps ago.
I think it was 9.
Yeah, 9. Nice.
I felt good. Had to beat me. Had to beat me. Well, I was just going to failure.
Oh, it was Rowan's phone.
I can't believe you had to ask whose phone that is. You go.
You know what, if I had rolled them over and like got them up.
Dana goes, is this your phone?
No, bro, Nate said that. Oh, yeah. I didn't even press it. Because it was black and I asked him, I was like, is that your phone? I should have hit it. No, but yeah.
No, it's actually Nate's phone. He just has a picture of me in my underwear in the background.
Well, let's be real here. That wouldn't be.
A lot of guys have Chris in their background, so I wouldn't fucking put it past. I wouldn't put it past people.
So next up, exercise 2, we're doing a relatively lower incline Smith press. So basic kind of incline press movement that we would have in here, nothing too crazy. In general, I like to finish with the bar slightly above that nipple line area. So not exactly up by the shoulder, kind of right in between that and where we'd have the bar finish for a bench press. Elbows stay stacked underneath the bar. It's important with the Smith that you remember that your wrists are almost naturally gonna unstack if you just grab it as if you would with a free weight barbell. So I start with my wrists actually over the top a little bit, and then as I unrack it, I basically am forced to stack my joints when I get there. But I think it's really important that you stack your wrists before you start with a Smith machine press, because as things get going, obviously you can strain your wrists a little bit, and in general we're gonna be a bit weaker if they're unstacked. So we're probably gonna work up to a little bit over 3. We're kind of just feeling out a couple warm-up sets, work-up sets, just to kind of come back down a little bit from the last movement that we just did. Then we're gonna hit something pretty heavy, probably come back down to a drop set with that as well too.
There you go. Easy money.
Feels good.
You're just gonna feel this out too?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay, no. Okay.
Attaboy. Good. Yes, we're just feeling it out.
Just throwing that around.
Yep.
Got it? Yes, he does. 1, come on. 2, there you go. Rick. 3, 4, 5, come on, let's go.
Come on.
Push. 6, let's go.
Come on.
You got 2, you got fucking 2. Up, come on, another one, let's go.
Come on. Let's go.
Drive.
Nice.
Good. There we go. Like it.
This helped a lot. Thank you.
That was good.
I was a little high on the first rep, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Until I came down a little bit, and I was like, oh fuck. Woo! That felt good. Hey, it's better than 6. I barely got the 6 last week. It was like help on the 7th.
Sick.
If I'm sitting in a logbook and I'm just going rep by rep, technically I didn't get 7 clean reps. I only got 6 last week. But the big thing to account that I remember is that I failed hard on that 6th rep and I needed help to get it up. So I pretty much got the 6 fine, and then I failed almost halfway up on the 7th. So at a certain point, progressive overload, you're gonna start adding half reps and quarter reps, but it's important to keep in mind where you failed on that rep the last week. And if you're able to get through that the next week, things are good things are happening. So just keep that in mind. It's not just 1 rep by 1 rep in the logbook. Okay. Yeah, attaboy. Good. Come on. Yep. Easy, Dana. Yes. Yes, come on. Good. Keep coming. Yep. Good. More. Come on. Yep. Good. 2. Come on. Yep. Good. Come on. Yep. Finish. Woo.
Fuck. That felt really good.
Those moves.
10?
10, somewhere around there.
This is the best pressing has ever felt for me.
That looked really good.
Like actually just pushing through and not
You were
having any
smooth,
shoulder
too.
bullshit.
Your shoulders didn't move at all.
No.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah, Nate.
Easy money.
2. Good.
Here we go.
Yep, there it is. Good. 4. Good. Come on. Yep. Easy, Dave. Let's go. Drive through that.
Nice.
Good. 2. Come on. I'm here. Let's go.
There we go.
Yep. Come on. Shut up. Come on. Good. 1. Come on. Up.
Nice,
Drive through.
nice,
Drive through.
nice.
There it is.
Shouldn't move the bench ahead at all.
Okay.
We shouldn't move the bench ahead at all.
Oh yeah. Fuck it.
Fucking hell, man. Those are fucking.
Those are clean though.
I'm getting a little.
I came back.
Getting a little
bit too
nostalgia
high.
here.
Well, I had to sit up lower, so I pushed my ass down because I moved the bench ahead.
I told you I was going to be the weakest today. I fucking knew it.
On doing this, be probably best for you because just with risk of injury and shit, you can move a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But here you can actually contract, and I mean, if you're going to press, if you're going to press, you might as well do reduced injury.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
And as much
Especially if you're going to,
like,
especially if you're going to
probably
barbell press.
Why do I like heavy loading on this and not on the dumbbells?
You could work your way up to 4 on this, no problem.
Well, I did 3 for 1.5 or whatever last time.
3.5,
Yeah, like you can work your way up to work sets of 4 on this, and it'd be way more beneficial. I think the issue that me and Dylan are doing is we're doing too high of incline.
Yeah, I like lower.
If we were doing this, Dylan could do 4 plates every week.
Yeah, but you're still engaged in the upper chest, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just it.
Yeah.
We're doing more like fucking in between.
I find it gets easier to fix at a slightly lower incline. You can actually fix and wedge yourself into the bench better. For me, when it's a little bit high, it's just you're fighting against gravity a little bit. Third movement that we have in here today, we just did one top set, basically of both the dumbbell press and of the Smith incline press. We're gonna work into another set path movement. I kind of like doing the more stability demanding movements, especially for chest a bit earlier on in the workout. So that being dumbbell press. We have obviously a set path movement still with the Smith machine, but I find in general that's one that we kind of want to progress on pretty rapidly, so we want to keep that earlier on in the workout. Here, we're kind of really just focused on burning out the chest and kind of just finishing off the pressing for the day. So we have a good converging flat press machine. It's on a slight incline, but in general, I really like finishing off with this. This machine specifically, I find you have to keep your elbows pretty tucked. If you let them flare out a little bit too much, then oftentimes what you'll have end up happening is your joints will unstack once again, and you'll have that elbow flare, and it can make it a little bit more difficult at the bottom, especially with a bit of an incline. So yeah, with this, in general, here, a lot of terms that you're gonna hear me using when it comes to training chest. Keeping the joints stacked is a big one of them. So making sure your elbow stays behind, of course, the handle, and then in the direction which the line of force is traveling. So here, we almost wanna think like we're scooping down at the bottom and then driving our back into the pad and almost letting ourselves come back up and then scooping back down again, okay? It's just something you'll be able to notice when you watch from the profile in terms of how I'm positioning my rib cage, how I'm positioning my head, just to help guide the rest of my body to line up best with the machine.
Like put an underwear in my 400-pound grandmother.
Your grandmother's 400 pounds?
You don't need to do any fact checking. I wouldn't picture that anymore. Shit, Instagram, I'd be fucked right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Come on. Thanks, man. Come on. Bit of mechanical leverage.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, there. Nice. Good. Yes. Come on. Let's go, dude. Good. Come on. Nice. Come on. Good. Woo.
How light is this?
That's pretty good. It'll be a good working set, I think.
Can't start seeing him.
Thank God I fucking didn't want to miss that trip.
No, I'll do a 6 years.
Did you see that they're splitting up the pro qualifier and the pro show? They're 1 week apart. So the week before is the pro qualifier.
Okay. Yeah. I was trying to think of that.
So down there.
If anything, that just takes away from the
devalues the fucking show.
Want to watch the pro. Nice. Attaboy. Finish.
Come on.
Yeah, nice, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, last two movements that we're gonna do here. We finished with the core plate-loaded fly, which was kind of nice. I mentioned earlier in the video that I actually think I may have strained my pec just a little bit, probably on the last rep of the hammer flat press that we did. So we kept it pretty light on the core fly, somewhere between a 10 to 15 range. We only really did one top set of that, but now we're gonna go ahead and jump in and kind of finish off the accessory muscle groups. So finishing off with a little bit of side delts, a little bit of triceps here as well. What we're gonna use in order to finish these off is a lower impact, just really good alignment, couple variations here. The first is just going to be a cuff, cable, Y raise or lateral raise. So we like to, I personally like lining this up with a cuff, more so for the fact that I just don't have to worry about my hand and my grip being a factor within the movement. I find I can lead with my elbow a little bit better this way. It also makes it a little bit easier to internally rotate against the cable a bit, which I tend to do with this just a little bit. So in general, you can kind of see where Nate has his hand. It's pretty much perfectly in exactly where I go. So we're slightly internally rotated. We're driving with that elbow. We're keeping it slightly in front of the shoulder. So it's a little bit more of kind of like a Y raise pattern where I'm not coming straight out to the side. I'm a little bit more in front. And I am actually coming up almost to about shoulder height or a little bit above if I can. In general, I really like to use this to burn out my shoulders, especially if I only have one movement. I'm gonna take these all the way to true failure, to the point where I basically can't move it. We're just gonna do 2 hard sets of this. The shoulders already got a little bit of work, front delts especially, through the pressing that we did. So a little bit of this, some triceps. We're also gonna use the cuff for tricep extensions, just to keep the forearms out of it, and that'll be it for the workout. Yeah. All right, guys, that covers it for the chest focus push day that we had in here today. In summary, it was a pretty good workout. I'm feeling a little bit weaker right now, but the good thing is I'm in a good point in the off season where numbers are kind of still going up. So that's kind of just the main goal of this, is for the next kind of 6 weeks or so, just finish off this big push phase. Ideally hold that weight for a little bit and then start coming down for North Americans in probably, we're about 30 weeks out of North Americans. So probably about 20 weeks is when we'll kind of start to have a pre-prep kind of phase plan in there. So really excited for that. This is also our first workout in the new Fitness FX. So if you are from Nova Scotia, if you are around the area in the Maritimes where we are, I really encourage you to come by and check out the new gym. As you can tell, it's beautiful. There's the performance area, so we have the whole step and everything there, as well as a lot of the machines that you saw us use here today. So we're kind of on the cutting edge with a lot of really nice plate-loaded machines, a lot of the old school hammer strength stuff before Life Fitness bought them up. So a lot of machines that you can't really find in a lot of other commercial gyms around here, you can find here. So not only that, but the atmosphere is unmatched. So appreciate you guys coming and checking out the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Next up, we kind of covered the whole training series. What I really wanted to do with YouTube, at least for the first kind of rollout of videos here, is at least just go through almost one video covering each muscle group. We've done that at this point. So I think now we're kind of branch a little bit more into the nutrition side of things, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about my contest prep and the goals we have coming up this year, and kind of just start going into a little bit of a different direction there. So hope you guys enjoyed the training videos. They're definitely not gone for good. We're going to keep sprinkling them in here and there, but we're just going to mix some other things in there as well too. So thank you guys so much for joining in, and hope you learned a little bit of something today and just enjoyed the good vibes. Like, comment, subscribe. Take care. Peace.